We are actually doing this for all stakeholders in the poultry industry. We are reaching out to the producers who are the poultry farmers. We are reaching out to input dealers, to feed millers, to egg sellers, and eventually to the consumer. Getting to know the standards of a product cannot be overemphasized. I mean the benefit, because it gives the farmer a real business life. You have the authority over whatever you are producing. Egg has no standards for years now. So take it about 5-6 years ago, the Ghana Poultry Project and the Amplifies. These were two USDA, United States Department of Agriculture, funding projects in the country. And they saw to it that the egg standard is also developed, because they realized that production of eggs in the country was really increasing, because they came to support the farmers to produce the best feed at affordable price and quality. And after that, eggs were being produced in thousands. So then why don't we help the farmers to have a better standard and authority over what they are producing, so that they can also start exporting, and even giving the customers the authority to know that they are buying the best or they are eating the best, and for the sellers also to know that they are collecting the best products from their producers. So this is why we are here, taking them through the standards. The pictorial is out, and we are using the pictorial to train them, so that if you are an egg seller, an egg producer, or consumer, when you are buying the egg, you know which one is good egg, which one is grade 2, which one should not be sold to me, and so on. We will all have the authority over what we are buying and going to consume.
Is there a monitoring mechanism or a follow-up initiative after this training to ensure that the sellers and the farmers are doing what they were taught?
Yes, there will be a follow-up. We are doing a 1-year training across the country. When we finish, then GSA will have the authority. They will be ready, so that when the standards gets to everybody, if somebody has a problem, so far the standard is concerned, he can easily go and report to the authorities where it should be done. So we are really going to do a follow-up. We are really going to bring the people into the system, so that everybody will be free. And then whatever you are buying, you will be confident that even if I have a problem, I know where to go.
We have excellence across the whole of Accra. Why only are we here in Tema? Or is this training enough for all excellence in the country?
Well, those we have trained here are going to be trainer of trainers. That's why we are doing it from area to area. We did one in Kaneshi, where we invited excellence from Adina, Malata, Brome, Achimota, and so on. Now here in Tema and Ashamai are together. We didn't want them to come all over to Accra, and that is because of numbers, of course. So here we have about 27-30 excellents who are going to be trainer of trainers. They are going to train their other friends. They will give them copies of the pictorial we've given them, and we know that from there it will just expand and spread.
Any further question?
So today we held a sensitization or a promotion on the Ghana standard for edible eggs in shell. So we came here, we spoke to some excellence at the Tema market. We made them aware of what we have in the standard, the requirements of the standard. As an exceller here in Ghana, and even an exceller who would want to export, there's a need to conform to some standards. to protect consumers and also to promote trade. So there's a need for them to be aware of the Ghana standard, the requirements of the Ghana standard for edible essential. So they were sensitized on the Ghana standard for the edible essential. This is just about 2 or 3 of a series of training which is going to happen across the country. So this is just, as I said, this is just about two of a series of training which is going to happen across the country. So other markets or other centers or other poultry farmers and the excellence across the country should get ready for these sensitization activities. From the feedback I had, I think they really appreciate the contents of the standard, and they've been made aware of so many things which they thought it was okay for them to be doing, but after exposing them, after revealing to them the need to desist from some practices to boost their trade, they are very happy with it, and they are ready to actually go or conform to standards that will promote their trade. And actually, which I think they do practice a lot, is the use of liquor eggs. Realize when eggs break, there are 2 forms of it. Either the membrane will still be attached or the membrane also breaks. Realize when the membrane breaks, they easily sell it out to these Indomie sellers. Yes, they can actually sell it, but it should be sold within a very short time. Exposing the eggs to the environment, making the eggs exposed to microbial contamination and all sorts. They were encouraged that when these eggs are broken, actually, they should be preserved, covered and preserved well, so that they are not easily infested with microorganisms. So that was something that they really enjoyed, or let me say they were really enthused about, especially the broken or liquor eggs. Okay, so what I will tell XLS and poultry farmers is that just as we have in other countries, they grade their eggs, the producers are able to benefit from selling of their eggs. We entreat them, we encourage them to find out whatever policy or whatever activity that is pertaining to their activities, that is the selling of eggs or the production of eggs for the poultry farmers. They should get closer to the Ghana Standards Authority in whatever activity they are doing. The Ghana Standards Authority is not a policing firm. We are there to help local industries. No matter how big or small your industry is, we are there to help you for your product or for your business to thrive in Ghana and even outside of Ghana.
Yes. So that's the main purpose. And then to debunk some misconceptions and then bad energy that has been attached to egg consumption, okay, with facts, scientific based facts. So I think the energy was great. I was so surprised. I thought they were kind of naive and then affected by the misconceptions over the years, the theories about eggs. I was so amazed that they knew much, to the extent that some told me how much they even consume a day, and then what all the things that they say about eggs isn't true, because some even claim they even started consuming eggs when they were teenagers. And then when you look at their body shapes, their body mass index and all that, it was on point. There wasn't anybody bloating, and nobody also, those who were consuming the eggs never told us that they gave birth, when they wanted to give birth, their children had big heads and they couldn't give birth, and then their children became wayward because they consumed eggs. There wasn't anything like that. It was all positive energy towards egg consumption. So egg we all usually say is a superfood. Okay, yes, because it has all the nutrients it needs to bring out a live chicken, okay, or chick. Yes, so it should tell you how much egg is a superfood. It contains all the nutrients you need. Yes, and then usually the challenge is the consumption, how many you should consume a day. And then there's a recommendation that you should consume at least 1 a day and then at most 2 a day, because there are scientific research that backs all this. There have been researches that have been done all over the countries, all over the world, that people were put onto air consumption for 6 weeks, 2 a day, and after that they were measured against their cholesterol intake and all that, and there was no association about cholesterol level in the blood. So it's recommended that you can take at least 1 egg a day or 2 at most. But there are there's always exceptions, okay, where maybe you are sick. You may go to the hospital, the doctor may say that you have diabetes, you have hypertension, you may have other diseases or other conditions that the doctor may tell you not to take eggs for some time, or maybe because of the drug you are taking, you should limit your intake. Please follow the doctor's prescription. Aside that, if you've taken eggs and you have no side effects, no allergies and all that, I will encourage you to take eggs at least one a day. Hormones that promotes sexual drive. Okay, I may not want to go into details into the scientific in-depth of it, but what I'll do say is that men should be encouraged to consume more eggs, both men and women. Okay, because it has the proteins that supports the functionings of the hormones, the sex hormones, the testosterone, and then the estrogens, both in men and females. It promotes its productivity, it makes it healthy, and then that in the long shell, it promotes sexual libido. So people should go on and then eat it.